Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
You look at this Niner defense.
Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They've tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
And the Giants send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and it'll be Giant football, first and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt.
And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
2nd and 9 now.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Shepard.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
He'll look to throw. On the move to his left.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Point after here coming up. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He may go.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Sheds off the tackle.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And Walker has it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On 1st down, Shepard. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jelani Woods, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old way, but give him credit. He went old school. He is determined not to make this a pick.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Now a 2nd and 2.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding Walker complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working.
84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. 2nd down and a yard.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Brandon Ayuk now from his end zone. Fights forward at the 20. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Niners at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking to go.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now 3rd down and very long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again. And they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Blackburn. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Blackburn. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Spins by.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Blackburn.
Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right down the middle. And they take a 17-14 lead.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. They'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep for Walker. And that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
Ayuk to return it from his end zone.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive. Instead, a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from...
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Pushing through the contact. Still fighting for more.
And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll try the left side. Shepard. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be a Giants first down as he gets it up past.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They'll look to throw here.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll set up to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Giants. From 8 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
To about the 33-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Isaiah Simmons
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Let's go now.
Now on first down. He'll drop to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Now back to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. Gets by him at the... There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants are able to add on to that lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he fires one incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They juked him. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
177 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
He'll look to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They're going to snub this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They find some open field here. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
217 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Johnson goes in motion left. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it third and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away.
Ready up. Set.
They'll run again.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is first and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And out across midfield down to the 45.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, You've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
He'll buy some time right.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Let's go.
On second down, they'll run it here.
Now he's loose again.
And finally down at the 32-yard line.